This is VINFlow. So anything that you bring in through your inventory feed is going to show up in VINFlow with these little vehicle cards. I love these because at a glance, all of the information that you're looking for is right here. And so the way that you would build a product set is you would come into VINFlow, select the channel that you're going to build that set for. As you can see, we do these for all of the social platforms. And today we're talking about Meta. So we're going to select that and we're going to get to filtering. So the first set of filters here are going to be your standard attribute filters. These things can be done in the Facebook Commerce Manager, but you can also do it here and never have to go to Facebook, which is ideal. So let's say I wanted to build a product set of aging inventory. So I could go here, choose to filter, if cars have been on the lot for more than 90 days, I would like to move them in their own set, assign their own budget to them. What you'll notice is as you start filtering, the piece of data that you're filtering for is going to show up on these vehicle cards. So that is here, so you can see at a glance the kind of information that you're pulling in. You can include things, you can exclude things. I know that I have some partners, many of you who are on this call right now, who have maybe a couple luxury vehicles on the lot. And we know that, Facebook likes to give them impressions, but maybe they aren't moving at the dealership, even though they're on Facebook. So we can just go ahead and exclude those luxury brands from certain sets. So once you create your filter, let's say I wanted to do specifically Explorers and F-150s that have been on the lot for more than 90 days. I'll finish those filters. It will tell me how many vehicles match, and then I can create and name the product set. One thing that I would really like to point out, so aside from our standard inventory attributes, let's say that we go ahead and clear these. Down here on the left-hand side, you're going to see the add performance filters. Now, if you're a core partner, you're probably going to see this with a little lock symbol next to it, just because this is a plus and elite feature, but we can talk about that later. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at these vehicles and I'm going to say, I would rather that this product set not spend more than $25 per vehicle. We've done some studies, we've got some experience to say that on average, the majority of these vehicles will move at $25. So no need to spend more than that on those cars. So in 30 days, up to $25. And again, all of this is dynamic. So if I set this product set right now, then a vehicle that spends 25 up to its 25 today is going to fall off. But then the next time that 30 days resets, it's going to come right back into that product set. So
or as
again,
new vehicles come in, I imagine, right?
Yeah. And as new vehicles come in. So as we get that inventory feed and we're creating and pushing those catalogs through, these update. The only filter option here that isn't dynamic is going to be your VIN filter, where you can just copy and paste the VINs, of course, because once that VIN's sold, your dealer doesn't want to see it again. So hopefully it's not coming back on the lot. So this is a static filter.
I have a question for you, Erin.
Yeah.
Can you layer the different filters on top? So if I wanted days on lot and I wanted to add a spend cap, is that possible?
It sure is. So let's go ahead and do that. So we're going to go up here, days on lot. We'll stick with 90 days. It's been on there 3 months. We're ready for it to go, but not for more than $25 per VIN. And we're going to go ahead and create that product set. So we're going to say aging, spend cap 25, just for clarity. And I'm going to create this product set. So once you build that product set, you're going to see it here in your product set tab for easy monitoring. Now there is also an option, which I'm sure you saw, which is to deploy the product set straight from there. So if I wanted to, I would press this button to deploy and it would take me back to the playbook library with just the inventory ads, the playbooks filtered. However, I am going to use this opportunity for a shameless playbook plug. So I'm going to go ahead and exit out of here and just take us over to the playbooks. So if you're not familiar yet with BuyerBridge and our pre-built playbooks, these are pre-built, ready to launch campaigns that are sent to Facebook through our API so that you don't have to go do the manual build process in Facebook, which is really nice. For the sake of this, we're going to go ahead and do that filtering that the save and deploy would do to get our AIA automotive inventory ads. So these are our playbooks. I'm going to go ahead and use our full funnel because it is my favorite playbook. Many of my partners in this webinar will know that. And we're going to deploy to Meta. So this full funnel playbook will build the 3 campaigns per product set that we launch. It will do a web leads, web sales, review content, building audiences there, and form leads. So this is new. If you haven't deployed a playbook with us in the last month to 2 months, you might not know that you can now create playbooks with multiple product sets. So I'm going to use the product set that we just created, but I'd also like to go ahead and do an all new, and this is a general spend cap. Actually, let's do all used because that's the one that everyone else is going to be using. So we've got our custom product set and then your standard all new and all used. Just so you all know, those will build automatically. You don't have to go create an all new and an all used and an all vehicles product set for every product or every dealer that you onboard. Those are done automatically. So once here, it's going to ask you a couple questions about targeting. So you can leave it here at this 20-mile radius if you'd like to. You can change it. You can also drop pins. So you can do this for each one of your product sets. As all of our agency partners and everyone who's here on this webinar, you all have the best knowledge about the markets for your dealers. So if you find that a vehicle sells better in a neighboring town, you can drop that pin there for a certain product set, which is really cool. So we're going to go ahead and continue. And this is where we set budgets. So it's always going to pre-fill a daily budget, but you can budget differently at all of these product sets to make sure that your dealer's ad spend is being used in the most efficient way possible. Something we've been asked for, if you don't know that it's there, we now have lifetime budgeting, so you can always toggle lifetime if you'd like to. This is the copy and the names for the campaigns. If you'd like to, you can edit those. We do have some partners who like to edit the names to make them a little bit easier to read at a glance. So if you wanted to put the deployment date in there, you can now do that. Or you can just leave it in the pre-filled copy that we have here and continue. This is also new. And if this is a familiar look to you, then this is an exciting update. So you can now update the UTMs straight through deployment rather than having to deploy and then go back into Facebook later on to do that at the ad level. So you'll have your custom UTM parameters, continue. It's going to do a little roll-up review and summary of the deployment. That will tell you which product set you're deploying for, the campaigns that are building out for that, the budgets you're sending, and the radius. And then you can go ahead and deploy the play.